Got recording. Hey. Can you hear me? Shit. Can you hear me?
Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna drive and stream if that's okay.
I am at the bank.
Still?
Yeah, dude. Trying to get this stuff done. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's been like schedule-wise, not anything of what I thought. Like today, we live streamed a funeral service for Wally Smith. He died at 101 years old. He's pretty well known in the area. Got to hear a lot of cool stories, but the service was like 2 hours long. And I wasn't expecting it to be that long. All of it was great, but still, yeah, 2 hours long. So that put me at 12 o'clock. And then we had to haul the gear back just to unload it and all that kind of stuff. So all that stuff's not sitting in the hot truck. Come back,
I'm sure you're. Yeah.
grab a bite to eat, then go to our 2 o'clock meeting. I'm like, and then, I mean, it's somewhat brief, but still, I still wasn't gonna be able to make our normal times. So it's just one of those things. Then we got to drop back to the house, get a couple of things done, then have that 4 o'clock meeting. So, or 4:30. I'm not even sure what time it's at.
Dude,
So yeah, it's Wednesday.
I have had some back-to-back meetings going over. I mean, overall, it's been a good day for me as well. I mean,
It's all good stuff, but it's just packed out day for sure.
yeah, I couldn't get a hold of our guest, so
Well, we have an audible. We got Caleb over here.
hey, what do you do, Caleb?
Can you hear this at all? I'm using Bluetooth speakers for
Oh,
on my
gotcha.
sunglasses. So let me see if I don't know if I can switch the audio source or not. Oh, that's mute. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with it. Anyways, you were saying, hey, how's it going? What do you do?
I'm well. I do all of the things.
On the evergreen side of stuff, he edits, he shoots, runs live streams, like almost like a second me in a sense. So normally he comes in on Mondays, but we had the live stream this morning, so we kind of swapped out days. So that's what, and we're just had a meeting for another live streaming service that we're doing next week for the Child Advocacy Center. So that's what we're doing.
Oh wow, nice. So real quick, are we having a meeting tonight with DDRA or something like that?
Yeah, I saw Jamie, and she said, as far as the promotions committee goes, what committee are you part of?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Michael signed me up for something and has volunteered me for several things, so no idea.
I would say promotions would be but yeah, I'll have to confirm what time. Like, I can't remember if they're at 4 o'clock or 4:30, but it's happening today.
If you find out, text me.
Yeah, I saw Jamie. We had lunch at Sticks and Cones, and Jamie walked in, and I asked her if we were having a meeting. She's like, "Yeah." So we'll be there, or I'll be there, or whatever.
Fantastic. Well, anyways, let's get to our talk show. We're over here talking business, and
So my wife actually had a good subject. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you because I want to save what we have planned for our counselor Robert down the couple doors from you at your office area. So when we can get him on the show, like it's gonna be worth talking about the mental health stuff. But my wife Kristen, she had a good topic that we could talk about, which is protecting your business like reputation, even on your personal side of stuff. So it's like your personal social media and things like that. Yes, it's your personal stuff, but you still represent your company. You still represent your image and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, in a sense, when people think of Evergreen, they still think of Joshua Bane. So if I'm over on my personal side of stuff, saying ill things, saying just unprofessional things or whatever it is, like that actually plays into my reputation as a company as well. So it's like, I know a lot of people, they like to get on Facebook, for example, and just go on these rants and complaints
keyboard warriors.
or just being negative, or using Facebook or social media as a venting mechanism that it could actually damage your reputation. And also, like, screenshots last forever. So even if you were to make a post, you regret it, take it down, someone could have screenshotted that and has it in their back pocket for you later down the road.
One of the comedians nothing to do with Black Myers. It was two black comedians, very, very popular. One was Kevin Hart, and the one comedian was talking about Kevin. It's funny you say this, because he was like, Kevin Hart almost had a perfect career, and I mean perfect because he messed up in a tweet 8 years ago. They came back and bit him. They came back and bit him.
That's have exactly to be what we're talking about.
And then like kind of like some of the topics we've covered this a little bit before, where when you start doing online content, there is a double-edged sword. There are going to be haters out there. For example, today I was with a client doing a live stream, something simple. It wasn't anything professional. It was a simple, basic walkthrough. Let's just do a live video this morning. And someone that, not her friend, just someone who happened to follow the company, was like, your audio is terrible. Yeah. And it was. The area we were in was less than good for audio. But she was just talking. I was getting her used to just doing the videos. And so this lady, this Karen, responded that way. And so I told her, I was like, hey, just say thank you for the feedback. And so she said, thank you for the feedback. We'll try better. Well, the lady responded back to the comment and was like, I'm just letting you know I'm complaining about this. You should have known better. And I was like, never mind. Just ignore them. Like, it's 8:30 in the morning. We went live for like 10 minutes, and then she wants to if she hasn't had her coffee yet, let her be that. But it's called reputation management, and it's actually a fairly lucrative part of my industry. I know a guy, a digital marketer who works up at Washington D.C. That's all he does is reputation management, and he's like, you kind of have to have some pretty thick skin when you deal with these politicians. Because daddy's girl, or the politician's daughter, daddy's girl, got caught at a club doing cocaine, and now TMZ has a picture of this, so I got to go protect the reputation of my client.
Right.
That's a very aggressive point, a very big thing. Yeah. Something for us is our significant others, even them, like your wife, what she posts on Facebook, what she posts on social media can have a reflection on your company, even though, with my significant other, your significant other, we are the face of our business.
Right.
What they say can still affect, damage our companies.
And a lot of companies use social media to, what's the word?
Hire.
Well, my mind is going blank. When you're just basically trying to look for reputation type kind of stuff, vets, like when they vet through something, um, like you're gonna, if you are put an application in or whatever, a lot of companies are looking at your social media to see how you are as a person, before they hire you. So like if you have a lot of negativity, if you got a lot of different vibes like that going on, they're not going to want you representing their company. Even if, I mean, it could be like a simple retail type job, but they still don't want trouble, and they don't want trouble representing their company. And even on like the end of stuff, like when I'm trying to look for an employee or something like that, or someone to second shoot with me, whatever, like I need those people to be in good reputation as well. So
True.
what you do on the personal side of your social media posts and stuff like that goes hand in hand with, just not in the business world.
Well, so for me personally, in my opinion, I try to be very careful. And if anyone follows me on Twitter, my business page on Twitter, I tend to be a little bit more vocal on Twitter than I am on other platforms. In the sense that I try to display different points of views of digital marketing on different platforms, but I am a little bit more of an asshole. Is this a family? Is this a family live stream? I'm a little bit more of a jerk on Twitter, but on my personal page, because my bagging.
I've made that deposit and that withdrawal for you, Anthony.
Thank you. On my, let me put my phone over here. On my, I think, I go back sometimes to Facebook brings up memories, and I look at some of the stuff that I posted back in the day. I'm like, oh man, I'm an idiot,
Right. I've thought about just going back on my social media stuff and just like wiping it clean and starting over.
You never know what's gonna happen and come again bite you in the butt.
Yeah, you could say the most innocent thing and someone could twist it around a different way. And
I'm not talking down the problems of America. And
well,
like, I'm not talking.
We've got such a cancel culture right now. Like you don't have to speak up or defend yourself before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, I don't think a tweet you made 20 years ago, well, not 20 years, but everyone Twitter's been around or things like that. We've all said and done some pretty stupid things. I mean, I know I have for sure. But quite honestly, people do change. It's like, my when I was prior military contracting, my sensei, he was a recovered meth addict, and now he's a government contractor.
Yeah, if anything, it should show that people change, and that's a good thing.
But like from a business standpoint and even personal standpoint, with the events happening in today's world, my company's neutral. I'm not, changing my company's logo to Black Lives Matter or changing my company's logo to LGBT or things like that. I have decided for my business to take a neutral stance. Not that I don't believe in any of it, but I just don't want that type of imaging for my business. That's a business decision, not a personal decision I decided to do.
Yeah,
and I don't know about you, Bane, but I have actually received some hate from people that I never met in my life. Just people trolling, that they're like, well, what's your stance on this? Are you going to support us or not? And I'm like, no, I'm neutral.
Yeah, as a business, I think there's times where it's good to speak up. And I'll use this as like YouTube as an example. To where like recently I've had a little bit more grace, where like my social media influencers that I normally follow on social media, like in the tech world, it's like specifically Twitter and Instagram, I follow certain accounts for certain reasons. So using tech as an example, like on Twitter, I follow like my Bane tech stuff, a lot of cell phone related type accounts. And so I follow them for that kind of content, not for their personal beliefs and things like that. Like I want to hear your opinion about a certain phone or something. So like I kind of like like stay in your lane kind of thing. But at the same time, when you have a good following and all that kind of stuff, it can be a good platform to use. For example, you could even use the NBA or sports and things like that. Yeah, they're paid to play a sport in a certain way, but they've also been able to open up conversations that would never have happened if they did not use their platform.
It's true.
So I think you just got to find a good balance and just
Yeah,
let people
that's
understand
the
that
key.
you're not like, when I say one thing, it doesn't mean another, or if I don't say something, it doesn't mean the other. Like that's the thing I don't like.
Finding a balance and all. Like, listen, I'm not talking down certain movements, but when the Me Too movement came out, I was still working for Toyota, and Mr. Mitchell was in our meeting, and he's like, "Listen, guys, is there anything I need to worry about? I mean, he's like, this isn't going after your job. He's like, I just need to know, is there anything I need to worry about? Because it was that crazy. People were just coming out of the woodworks about it. So like as a business owner, I could see where I have worried. Clients of mine have expressed worry about, they're like, hey, I want to take advantage of a certain situation, but I don't like the COVID situation, but I don't want to sound like I'm just piggybacking off of certain people. We're making content safely. And it's that fine line. But here's the thing, trying to find that balance, you're still going to have a hater. You're still going to have somebody that's just going to be like, screw you. You're a Bane. Just because you're white, you're a supremacist. And Tony, you look like a Muslim. You're just going to have that person. There's no way around it. You can't please everybody. And I actually use that term because I've been called a Muslim online by people. They won't do bit. I have lost business because people here in Dothan, Alabama have thought I'm a Muslim. And
with one of your personal posts that you recently made, you are definitely white because you sunburned really bad recently or something.
Yeah, let's not talk. That's a sensitive topic.
like pat on the back, sensitive.
Yeah. Oh, hey man, I got medication. I got my back scratcher because I'm itchy.
On that note, I do have to wrap up and get to the next thing. But yeah, this is definitely a good talk. And stuff that other business owners, I'm pretty sure, either feel the same way or feel like they need to evaluate some ways that they carry themselves on social media.
Yes, it's trying to find that happy balance. And most of the time, I just keep my mouth shut, just move on, just screw it. Unless the only time I get in an argument is if someone thinks they know comic books and they don't. I am a keyboard warrior, and I would nerd you out.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll only go back and forth on camera gear and stuff like that all day. But, it's about experiences and stuff, not like argument worth. I'm not a fanboy of anything, put it that way, these days. I used to be a keyboard warrior, politically wise too. Yeah. So yeah, good talk. Hashtag Dothan Biz Talk. And catch next show.
Yes, sir. If anything, we'll talk to you guys next Wednesday. We'll hopefully in person. We'll see what's going on. All right, Bane. You text me, let me know about tonight, and this has been a good talk, man. I'll have to expand on this some more later.
All right, man. Catch you later.